all of a sudden you hear the other person next door just in the bathroom, and we're just like, awesome.
Welcome, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for joining the most drunk union out there. We are being joined by some of my favorite people. First of all, one of the flashiest people I know. He is Flextravagant.
Hi, what's going on, man? I'm feeling kind of weird today, but I think it's just the holidays.
Just like a holiday slump?
Yeah,
or?
Not a holiday slump. You know, it's just, you know, with everybody being so busy for the holidays, it kind of makes you go a little crazy, you know? So let's just...
That's what beer's for.
Yeah, let's just be a little weird today.
Yeah, all right. Well, time to get crazy. And also hanging out with us is the sloshiest and saltiest sailor of all the seven seas, Erica, a.k.a. everyone knows her as Neck Nosh. How's it going?
Hey, friends. Happy to be here. I have my Happy New Year hat on, but it's like choking me, so just pretend that it's on my head.
Yes,
there
it's
it is.
child's birthday hat with the very dangerous, like, it's not a rubber band, it's not a string, it's like rubber string. It's the worst invention ever.
Yeah, but we appreciate your festive effort.
Yeah. Yes, it was
Thank you.
A for effort. I only come festive with beers, so you have done way better than I have. And my Back to the Future shirt, I don't have anything festive. All right. So anyways, this is our New Year's episode ish. We are going to keep it short, I think. We'll see. We'll find out because, you know, you might have a party you're driving to as you're listening to this. We don't want to interrupt that, but we do want to get a couple of beers in your ear holes, talk about a couple of things. We have a very perfect New Year's Ludicrous Libation Law, some top 10 breweries, top 10 beers of the year, and some drinking traditions from around the globe because we're not just one country. We're all countries here.
Yeah, but
at
mostly
the Republic.
Finland country.
Right. They were not on this list. I was a little sad, but they got like an entire Christmas episode dedicated to them, so I think they'll be okay with it.
They have most 50% of episodes dedicated to them, but we appreciate that. And I hope they appreciate it if they actually listen.
Yeah. Erica, do you have any Scandinavian in your background?
Yeah, I'm mostly Swedish.
Okay.
Yeah.
I almost did it. I refrained.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I did refrain.
Meatballs. Yeah.
My brain goes to chocolate. I hear Swedish. I think chocolate. And
yeah. What do you think of when you hear Finland? Yeah, porn.
Lutefisk.
That's it. Like, there's nothing like, you know, Finnish chocolate. They're Scandinavian, right? I'm not
no.
just like making shit up, right?
Totally. Yeah, I'm from a Scandinavian town. 100% Scandinavian. Okay. Cool. Legit.
I mean, you got the whole blonde thing happening, so.
Yeah, we have this show in Astoria, Oregon, where it's called Shanghai in Astoria, and it's a bunch of like Scandinavians and stuff, and they're like sturdy women and all this stuff. And yeah, it's pretty fun.
That sounds super goofy.
Oi, they say oi.
Very nice.
Really nerdy.
It sounds very nerdy.
It sounds
all right.
Very nerdy.
Yeah.
Super nerdy.
Well, let's put on our glasses as we nerd out. I'm going to crack things off and dive into the first beer of the day. Well, in honor of New Year's, I am drinking Stone's Enjoy by 010122, an unfiltered IPA. 9.4%, 90 teeth-shattering IBUs,
Yowza.
has a 403 on Untappd and a 98 on Beer Advocate. Stone says, for this version of Stone Enjoy by IPA, we thought, we don't always have a filter, so why should our beer? By skipping a step and letting this devastatingly fresh, golden-hued IPA go unfiltered, the beer takes on a hazy appearance and its peach and tropical fruit aroma are intensified. So though it may sound like words,
dude, words.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of weirdly. So though it may sound like it, this misstep was no misstep. Like the other IPs, Take a breath. Let me center my cheese.
You picked a stone. You asked for it.
I know, I did. Like the other IPAs in this series, this version is brewed specifically not to last, and the featured hops are Nugget, Super Galena, Simcoe, Delta, Target, Amarillo, Cascade, Galaxy, Citra, Nelson, Motueka, and Helga. I think that's all the hops they could have put in it.
What a mouthful.
Now, is the date on this beer actually the total number of hops in it?
24, 101, 22. Add them all up, you get 24. Yeah, I think that's about right. No wonder it's 90 IBUs. It's what they say it is. It's a big double IPA. You get a lot of that like boozy maltiness up front from like an old school double West Coast IPA. You get a little bit of that stone fruit, but honestly, I get more pine and floral notes personally. It's one of those things I like to do every year, the Enjoy by 101. It's a great way to start off the new year drinking a fresh beer. I know that Stone sometimes kicks over some promotional beers. This is not one of them. I went and bought this with my own monies.
He's giving them the money.
That's right. Whatever promotional stuff they've sent me, I've just undone by buying this beer. Anyways, Enjoy by 010122. Get it fresh and enjoy it. I do think that like the Enjoy buys, if you buy them after the date on the bottle, you should get like a slight discount on these things.
Well, like a 50% off discount, or just like
anything. Why am I paying full price for a beer that expired a week ago?
Now, is that the actual expiration date, or is this just like a marketing ploy? You know, like buy it for the holiday.
Yeah, it's it's meant to be fresh, like they do fresh hops, meant to be enjoyed fresh, but it doesn't explode on 102.
Boy, that'd be nuts if it did.
Right? Better fucking drink it.
Get your friends Enjoy by 101, before the date, and get your enemies, the 101 after.
Right.
Turns into your own firework. Happy New Year.
To hell with, lighting dog shit on fire on the front stoop, just put an expired Enjoy by from Stone, and bam goes the doorstep.
That'd be kind of cool. You set one of these outside, and then like as the clock strikes midnight, it just it's a nice little New Year's celebration.
Unlike the 12th, ding of the clock, it's
right. Starts exploding. Come on, Stone. These are some stellar marketing ideas that you guys are missing out on. Yeah. Come on. All right. Lots to get to. Like I said, first, I just Googled, is Finland actually a part of Scandinavia? Technically, it's not. It's part of the Nordic region, but linguistically it is. So it's it's a little.
Yeah, our Scandinavian Midsummer Festival always proudly, salutes the Finnish.
I was going to say salutes. I like that.
Yeah,
we're on the same wavelength.
Like that. Dance around the maypole and all that stuff. Yeah, interesting. Okay,
yeah, I like dancing. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get out.
Let's get weird.
Yeah.
Flex wanted to get weird.
Woo! Oh.
Flex keep your socks on.
Since day one. Yeah, keep your socks on.
Yeah.
Very buff socks.
They coming off.
Yeah. Very important question for you guys. When do the Christmas decorations come down?
Usually the day after.
Boxing Day.
Yeah,
as the Canadians
my wife
celebrate.
is usually very adamant about getting that stuff taken down immediately.
I like that.
This year, on the other hand, it was a bit hazy, I guess, because our Christmas Eve got canceled with my family.
Oh,
so now they're coming over this week. So we were debating on keeping the Christmas stuff up and out. But we did indeed take everything down except for the Christmas tree in the living room. And I specify that because we also had a Christmas tree in the family room.
Oh, 2 trees.
Because, my wife's a bit of a Christmas freak. So
2 fake trees, if I remember right.
2 fake trees, correct. So then everything is down and put away. And I think my watch, calculated me climbing 41 flights of stairs today because I was up and down with box after box and tree after tree. And I mean, it was a little bit outrageous.
I hate all of that. I hate, I'm such a fucking
Do you want to know what I hate? I
all
hate
right, Ebenezer.
doing the decorating. Right. That's what I hate.
Putting it away.
I love when it's out. Like I'm actually, the person like early November that's like nudging my wife like, hey, you going to get the the Christmas stuff out, because for me, it's like, it's just seeing it kind of brightens up the mood, and it's like, oh, hey, my kids love Christmas and they can't wait for Christmas. So, it really all rolls together in like a big ball of, cheesiness, but joy,
Right.
Christmas is joy. So
maybe I'd like it more if I had kids. Like the dog doesn't seem to give a shit, so I don't really give a shit. I hate the mess and like the effort associated with like getting everything out, then putting everything away. It's only out for a month. It's not like you painted your walls and you get to enjoy it for years. You put all this work and you get to enjoy it for like 4 weeks.
Well, that's why I'm so adamant on getting it out as early as possible, like early, first week in November, because it's like Christmas decorations are essentially investments, right? You spend stupid amounts of money on them. Well, you better get that goddamn money's worth, So instead of having it out for maybe just 2 weeks, get it out for 7 weeks or 8 weeks, or, please don't get it up before Halloween because that's a little bit excessive. But if you do, good for you because you are investing.
Yeah. What about you, Erica? When do the decorations go down?
Okay, so they can't go up until after Thanksgiving, in my opinion, because Thanksgiving is a fall holiday, and then you move into like winter. And then I think up to a week after New Year's Day, honestly, is forgivable to me. But anything after that, you're just trash.
So basically
that's kind of the line.
2 weeks after Christmas.
Yeah, I like all the lights still being around in the house when it's like, New Year's Eve party, and I like all the glittery, of that. And then it's time. You have a week to take it down.
Yeah, that's super legit.
Yeah, I'm with like a week, like around New Year's Day. Like this year, New Year's Day falls on a Saturday, so like I think Sunday would be a good day to take the shit down. I thought of this because I was taking pictures of my Enjoy By tonight in front of the Christmas tree. I was like, it's kind of New Year's-y as a background.
Oh yeah,
you'll see that on the gram in a couple days.
Because Christmas and New Year's are so close together that the decorations can kind of intertwine. It makes sense.
It's my New Year's tree.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Yeah. Yeah, why the fuck not?
You don't like Christmas, but you're excited for the new year to come, right? Something like that?
Yeah, I enjoy New Year. Like, I'm not a huge Christmas fan. I think we've talked about that. But New Year's, I enjoy New Year's. I mean, especially like non-pandemic, when we'd always have like a fairly big party, have people over. This year, we were going to do that. Then we've kind of reduced it due to things going on, and half the guest list we were going to invite has COVID right now anyway.
Oh geez.
So we figured we should keep that a very low guest list. But yeah, I enjoy New Year's. It's I don't know, it's fun. It's an excuse to get hammered and not look like an alcoholic.
New Year's was great before having little kids. That was the best. I loved New Year's then.
That's true.
And now it's just kind of like, all right, how much longer are we keeping the kids up? Because now I'm tired.
Yeah, and then you have to be quiet.
Right. I think your kids are a little older than Flex's. Am I right?
Yes.
I think they're similar, like 6 and 8.
Oh,
how old are yours,
yeah,
Flex?
5 and 7, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So they're
similar.
basically the same. Do you guys do you force them to stay up till midnight, or are you like, nope, go to bed, fuckers?
Last year,
no, we don't.
They almost made it to 11.
Wow.
But
my husband can't make it to 11. So
I usually can't make it till 11. So like it was my wife's idea last year to try and let them stay up as long as they could. And I'm the one that's just like rolling my eyes. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I should have been in bed by 8:30. I'm exhausted. I'm always up early. All I want to do is sleep early. And so New Year's for me within like the last, 4 or 5 years is just kind of faded for me.
Sure.
I am a night owl. I love being up late. I actually have to kind of like rein it in because I could be up till like 12:31, but then I want to sleep in, of course. So I love New Year's Eve. It's just Sterling. I haven't been able to get him to go out since like, I don't know, early 2000s. And we have some crazy stories from then. But now it's just like, let's just watch the New York feed.
Yeah, we used to always, the wife and I would go somewhere every year between like, a day or two after Christmas through New Year's. We'd always spend New Year's somewhere else in a different city. And COVID put a little bit of a break to that, but I can't wait to get back to doing that. It's always fun being somewhere else. And if we could like work it out, we're in a city where we know somebody even better. We get to party with somebody we know.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff.
Well, we experienced our first open bar on a New Year's Eve when we were like in our very early 20s. That was just so dangerous and so bad.
That sounds horrible. How you made it till midnight is beyond me.
it was great. We did, but it was like there's these places called McMenamins in Portland where they like convert different fire stations and all these cool places. So we stayed in the McMenamins hotel and we paid for this open bar, and we're like broke college kids, but this is a big deal, so we have to take advantage. We're drinking all night, and the way the bedrooms are is you share a bathroom with whoever's on the other side. Like you have no choice.
It's like a Jack and Jill situation.
Yes, it's a total Jack and Jill situation. So it's like we go to bed, and all of a sudden you hear the other person next door just in the bathroom, and we're just like, awesome. We share this bathroom all night. This is gonna suck. Like, what a dick. And then Sterling gets up, and like the guy leaves the room, and he goes in there. And that's how the night went back and forth, like seesaw. Taking turns, just woofing it into this bathroom, and just like
that sounds absolutely absurd.
It's the worst. I can't I can't say the worst as good as Flex does, but really the worst. Yeah,
that is
just sitting listening to those two. The worst. Yeah, he dropped his phone in an ice bucket. So it was so bad, Coley. I will tell you, it was so bad.
I like that drop because it makes it feel like Coley's here.
Right.
Right. That and
y'all out of beer.
Never.
I like that one too.
You know, it's funny. One of my worst like experiences like that happened in Portland also. We did Portland New Year's, I don't know, 5 or so years ago. In fact, it snowed the year we were in Portland. We did, first of all, it was like the night before New Year's Eve. We were at this hotel, and the guy in the other room starts blasting music at like 3 a.m. and just fucking blasting. And then you hear, I think there's like 3 people in there, and then it sounded like they were having sex, which like, I'm all for it, man. High five, do your thing, get drunk, but like shut the fuck up at 3 a.m. And he wouldn't stop. So we called security. Security went up. Well, first they wouldn't come up. And so like we called security a lot of times. And finally we said, we're calling the police if you guys don't come up and do it yourself. And for some reason they didn't want the police involved. So they finally sent security up. Security talked to him. And then as soon as security walked away, he slammed his door and just starts banging on the wall nonstop. Like, fuck. So we call him back like now he's retaliating. Psycho. And so security comes back up, and basically the same thing happened. And so finally security came back up and was like, if we get called back again, we're escorting you out of the building without your stuff. We could hear the whole thing taking place. And so finally after that, he shut the fuck up. Then the next day was New Year's Eve. We went to this place. There's a restaurant at another hotel called Swank and Swine. It's 2 different restaurants. Swank is like the fancy side. Swine is like the bar bites type side. And it's really good food.
That's a super cool idea.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like same thing, but different halves. And we hung out the Swine side, and we had like really good food and cocktail. We made friends with the bartender. He's like, here, I was just working on this new recipe. And he's just like handing us drinks all night. We got shittered. The next morning was like probably the worst hangover of my life. I was just mixing everything. And we found this disgusting sandwich place that only had like the greasiest sandwiches in the world. I wish I could remember the name. It helped us, but man, like New Year's Day was completely lost after all that.
Hopefully you didn't have to go home that day.
No, we had a couple days to
recovery.
To recoup. But yeah, we spent the whole day in bed. Other than getting food, we spent the whole day in bed. It was nuts.
Portland will do that to you. It just inspires all the naughties, all the drinking.
It's a fun town.
It can be really fun.
There's cool rooftop bar we were hanging out at, and good times. Anyways, this is not the Portland show. So I will move on.
Hashtag Forever Finland.
But it is the weird, we have to argue it is the weird episode according to Flex, and Portland's motto is keep Portland weird. So there's a tie.
Wow, really?
So we're moving on. Totally.
Yeah.
Yes,
wow,
it is.
Wow, they're just become my new favorite city.
Yeah. And in the early days of like shopping online, there's a store that's based out of Portland, which is the only place I could find shoes that fit my big ass feet.
Oh, because you're like a circus freak,
again.
and that's a Portland thing too. Awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Portland. Anyways, New Year's Eve, Ludicrous Libation Law. I figured this was perfect. This comes out of Florida. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hey, Beer Vixen.
Apparently in Florida, traditional large celebratory champagne bottles, so the big champagne bottles, not the regular size, are illegal.
In the entire state of Florida?
The entire state of Florida. No champagne bottles that aren't, like the 750 mil.
Yeah.
Probably someone not like popped an eye out or something by not knowing how to get the cork and too much pressure. It had to be something like that.
Or somebody got
too much horsepower behind that cork.
Fell on one
too much horsepower.
and got like impaled, Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, leave it to Florida to fuck that up.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is like some stupid Florida man had to have done something ridiculously stupid with this oversized bottle of champagne that they had to be like, you know what? This is completely unsafe for anybody in our state because everybody's a moron and everybody is going to get hurt with this obnoxiously large bottle of champagne.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Here we are. No big champagne. I got to buy 2 bottles instead of 1.
What a ridiculous marketing scheme. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe so.
You know, but then
More
of course,
CRV
Alabama drives over, knocks on Florida's door, and is like, "All right, we'll take those bottles."
Yeah, everybody,
Tide.
Georgia.
Oh, jeez. I saw that coming.
Roll Tide. Oh my God, I don't remember what I was watching. We were watching. I should ask the wife. We were watching something on TV the other night, and like it was somebody from Alabama, and they're going back and forth, and then like at the end of it, like Roll Tide, and walked away. I was like, Roll Tide.
It's a real thing. I'm telling you, it solves everything.
Yeah. Ever since Brian brought it up, like I see it everywhere now. Roll Tide everywhere. All right. Let's make ourselves a call to the pen and find out what Erica's drinking in honor of New Year's Eve.
He calls to the bullpen for beer.
Alrighty. I have Lights Out Stout from Worthy Brewing in Bend, Oregon. And, the Lights Out Stout thing kind of made me think of 1999, where we all thought like when the ball dropped, like all the power was going to go out.
Y2K was going to hit.
Right. Like our
Instead, we just
computers
got
were going to
Y2J.
implode. Yeah. So,
the best
Lights Out
in
Stout.
the world at what I do.
Sorry, Erica.
Sorry, yeah,
Oh, that's okay.
Super nerd.
That's okay. No, you be you. Just keep Flex weird. It's cool. So it is 7.7% ABV. It logs in 0 IBUs, so the polar opposite of Greg's beer. 3.81 on Untappd. Has no description. So once again, opposites of Greg's very lengthy but articulately done description.
Well played.
It's an American stout. It's an American stout, everyone. That's what it says. So I went to the website. It says our ode to starry nights, hints of vanilla, coffee, and nutty flavors with a creamy finish. So yeah, has a moderate head to it.
Dig on it. That's a nice glass you're drinking out of, by the way.
Yep, little plug. Craft Beer Republic.
Yeah, cheap plug for the delishable glass. Go to the website, click on the store.
Tongue jobber approved.
It really displays that beer so nicely.
Does look good with stouts in it.
It does. It like pops. It's really cool. Yeah, so this really is a coffee forward beer. It's just nice and like moderate, like body, medium body. It's kind of nutty finish. Just kind of like we're gonna do the year here, just end a little nutty and
a bit nutty.
A little nutty.
It's a bit nutty.
So yeah, it's a nice stout.
Nice. And it's stout weather. It's cold as fuck over here finally on the West Coast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Here.
Yeah, it's raining. Our lows this week, I don't know about you, Erica. Our lows down here in Southern California all week are in the 30s. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh my
There's a
gosh,
frost
here
warning.
too.
That is
what is this,
insane
Wisconsin?
for you guys. Hey, it was.
We are not used to this.
We had a high of 43 today. Look out for us. We're basically California.
That's disgusting.
It's so weird. Our high was like 50 something today. I was like, how do I go
I had to
outside?
put on like ski pants.
Do you even
check
own
the mail.
like a hoodie or like a jacket or anything like that?
Very, very light hoodie.
Very light hoodie.
In
Okay.
case he goes to Portland. That's the only reason.
Yeah. Like when I go to the East Coast or snowy places, like I am so underprepared. The only thing I have for snow is like my actual ski jacket and ski pants, which, if you wear that out and about, you can hear me coming a mile away.
It's like the 90s again, wearing like swishy pants,
Swish, 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 swish. Here comes Greg wearing his ski shit again. Swish, swish, swish. So, very nice. Very nice enjoying that stout over there.
So Erica's thing, it said an ode to the starry nights. That was like one of my all-time go-to favorite shots. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a starry night, where it was half Goldschlager and half Jägermeister. So when you get like the dark looking color and then you get the gold flakes in there, to make it look like stars in the sky.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
Oh my God, it's the fucking best.
Is it 50-50 Goldschlager Jaeger?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. To be honest,
Sounds
I
cool
haven't
looking.
even seen Goldschlager in multiple decades.
I am the not multiple for me. I would say probably about 12 years, maybe 11 years. Get like the 500 milliliter bottles each, and just like stay up all night in the fucking backyard around a fire, just getting smashed shot after shot after shot. And it was just the best. And the best part about that shot is we never had hangovers from it. Like we get hammered off Jaeger and Goldschlager and just never feel like shit the next day.
The first time I had it, I was about 10. So I was with my dad.
I'm going to have to talk to your dad about this one.
I know. Well, he didn't even know. He may not even know still. We were over at the neighbor's house. The neighbors had a couple of girls who, like, one was my age, one was like my sister's age. We'd hang out, and like the parents would always get just schmammered. And I remember one night, like, he went back to the house to, I don't know, pee or something, and it was just me over there. And I said something about the bottle with the gold, and I was like, "Can you drink this?" Like, "Oh yeah, like the gold's so thin it dissolves and hits your tongue." Blah blah. I was like, "Oh, crazy! Like, do you want to try it?" And I didn't know what it was. I mean, I knew it was alcohol, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, sure. And so I took it, and I made like a little like, like a little shot face. But I guess it wasn't. Yeah, but I guess it wasn't that bad of a shot face because everyone was like, "Holy fuck, this guy just took it!" Like 10-year-old me was just like hammering back Goldschlager.
Loves Goldschlager.
Yeah, exactly. Here I go.
By the way, tell your sister I said what's up.
Last week is mom. This week is sister.
Jesus Christ.
Working his way through the fam bam. Good job there, Flexi.
I do what
He's
I can.
going to be my stepdad and my brother-in-law all at the same time.
Oh, only
Can't wait.
if I actually have it my way.
It sounds like you're halfway there. Oh, dear. All right. A couple things to get through before we wrap things up. Some big news to end the year on, at least big news here on the West Coast. Green Flash Brewing has been bought out by Sweetwater Brewing.
I did see that.
Yeah, that's huge. They were one of the OGs in the craft scene. I mean, they were doing those bitter as fuck IPAs back in the day with Stone. I mean, it was like a contest to see if they could chip your teeth out with all the IBUs.
Yep.
And I think, I don't know, a year and a half or so ago, they got like sold to an investment firm. Like they bought Alpine, and Alpine was a great brewery, and then kind of turned into shit. Then they kind of ran out of money. Then they got bought out by an investment firm. So now they're being purchased by Sweetwater Brewing. It's actually their parent company, which is Tilray Medical. They're a cannabis company. And so they're going to, I guess they're starting to like infuse, CBD, blah, 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 beers. So they're doing that with Sweetwater. It seems like they're probably going to start doing that with Green Flash as well. They're going to eventually close the Green Flash location in San Diego, move all production over to the Sweetwater facility in Fort Collins, Colorado, which, look, do whatever you want to do. But it seems weird to be like Green Flash, San Diego, West Coast. And it's like produced in Colorado.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think they're hoping people just don't look at the bottle, where it says that.
Yeah. And here's the thing, like, to be honest, Green Flash has been on the decline for years now. It's why they've had so many issues. So it's kind of a weird thing I don't blame them for closing the location because, maybe they have a little brand power left, but the whole thing's weird. Honestly, I think the most valuable part of that purchase is the Alpine name more than anything.
Yeah.
But,
I could kind of see how like their logo that's that like literally a green flash, they could easily turn that into like a marijuana leaf.
Oh,
just kind of
that's
rebrand
true.
it or something. I mean, that'd be a good merge right there. But
that would be good. I mean, maybe compete with the hi-fi hops from Lagunitas. I've had that before. Their weed beer. So, anyways, big news here in the California beer region. Because it's the end of 2021, figured we'd do some end of the year wrap up lists. So from Untappd, we have the top 10 breweries of 2021.
I always like these lists.
I usually do. I think you're going to hate this one.
Well, that's why I like them, because I like to hate them.
Yeah. So top 10 breweries of the year based on check-ins on Untappd. So not necessarily ratings, but check-ins, and prepare to be pissed off. Number 10, Equilibrium Brewery. Fine.
That's legit.
Number 9, Anheuser-Busch.
Here we go.
Number 8, Goose Island.
Yeah, that's super gross.
Anheuser-Busch.
Super gross.
Yeah. Number 7, Stone. Good job, Stone.
Right on.
Okay.
Number 6, not so crafty anymore, New Belgium Brewing. Number 5, Sierra Nevada Brewing. I guess I could tell you how many check-ins they have. I'll start here with top 5. They had 10.38 million check-ins.
Wow, that's a lot.
Damn.
Yeah, number 4, for all you racists out there, Founders Brewing Company.
Oh, why do people still support Founders? It
Not
kills
only the
me.
racist AF, but like the KBS and all that stuff is not good anyways.
Anytime anybody posts a Founders beer, the first thing that crosses my mind is fuck Founders.
Yeah, same. I hate, we had these little engagement groups on Instagram. We're supposed to like comment on people's pictures and stuff. And I hate when it's like Founders, like, we're supposed to say like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what you're looking for.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
do you not
Maybe there's
know
been-
what you're doing or what you're posting, you fucking
Right.
moron?
Yeah, people don't know or care. And they're not even craft anymore either. So number 3, not a whole lot better, Brewdog with 6.83 million check-ins. Number 2, here's a good one, Other Half Brewing.
Heyo.
And 4.18 million. And number 1, any guesses on the number 1 most checked in?
Pabst, probably? Is that no?
No, it's craft.
It's a brewing company. Oh, okay.
Sam Adams.
No, even more crafty than Sam Adams.
Bell's isn't
crafty
craft anymore.
It's true, they are not, or they might technically still be, but it's not Bell's. It is on the
Lagunitas?
East Coast,
Oh, East Coast.
Massachusetts.
Not Treehouse, is it?
Treehouse.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Holy smokes!
yeah. So
There you go.
very cool, very cool.
Good for them.
Yeah, at least we ended the list on a high note.
Right.
And then, not to be outdone, is the top 10 beers of 2021. So same standards. This time it's beer, not
Let me guess.
brewery.
Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale on there.
I'm sure it must be. Number 10, the beer that escapes us on the West Coast, Yingling's Traditional Lager. Number 9, and what the fuck is wrong with all of you, Stella Artois.
Oh, that's so gross. My brother-in-law got on a stint to drinking Stella, and I was, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, it's so gross. Number 8, Triple Carmelet from Brewery Bostilles. I probably butchered the shit out of that.
You usually do.
I'm gonna butcher this one as well. Yeah. Number 7, Birra Moretti La Autentica Original from Birra Moretti.
Good job
Thanks.
on that one.
Yeah, this one I'll get just fine. Number 6, Miller Lite.
Nailed it.
Oh, nice and clear. Perfect.
Hey, I still got to represent Milwaukee. Way to hit that top 10.
Yeah, way to be creative, Milwaukee. Number 5, I think I can get this one too. Lagunitas Ipa. A whole bunch of non-craft.
Yeah.
Number 4. Oh. Number 4. See if I can pronounce this one. It's a Mexican word here, a Spanish word here. Corona Extra? I think I got it.
To roll the R, I think that's what was missing.
Oh, Corona.
Corona.
Totally got me on that one.
Number 3, Brewdog's Punk IPA. Number 2, let me know, is this worse or better than Stella? Heineken.
It's like the same.
And number 1, any guesses on the number 1 beer?
Bud Light.
No, I
Coors
technically
Light?
I don't think they're. No, they're not. Technically, they're not craft.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Yes, okay.
They're from Ireland.
Oh, Guinness.
Oh,
Yeah.
Guinness.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah, Guinness is the
Okay.
number 1 in terms of check-ins.
Yeah, I guess
So,
it could have been worse, but it could have been a whole hell of a lot
Could've been
better.
worse.
you know?
Gateway
Yeah.
beer. Yeah. Craft
Yeah,
beer.
it's a good gateway from shit to good. It's good in between mediocre
Right.
beer.
I still don't understand it when people are like, "Oh yeah, there's nothing like enjoying a nice cold Guinness," and I'm like, "Have you ever had any other beer though?" Because it's it's not super enjoyable at all.
Yeah, not really.
No.
It's best with like beers and like a car bomb.
Yeah,
Like,
with
I enjoy a
yeah.
good Irish car bomb. Like that's when it's good. That's when Guinness is necessary. So, anyways, real quickly before we wrap things up, weird New Year's Eve drinking traditions from around the globe. This is for all of you members of the Craft Beer Republic. In Scotland, the first guest after midnight brings the whiskey. At most New Year's Eve parties, you want the first guest to bring booze so you have plenty to drink while you're waiting for midnight. But in Scotland, where they celebrate Hogmanay on December 31st, the first guest who enters after midnight is even more important. The so-called first footer decides a lot about the luck of the household for the coming year, bringing gifts like whiskey to grant good fortune. We say, play it safe, tell your guests to bring whiskey just in case they arrive after midnight.
So do you think there's like a race to get into parties in Scotland? Like to be
or
like
a race to like be the last one there, like right at midnight.
Yeah, to be like the coolest fucking person. Like you're the one bringing, good fortune and, prosperity for the new year. It's like,
I want to know the consequence if you like show up unprepared.
Yes, I like that. Also, if you have like 5 friends show up at the same time, do you ask like, all right, who spent over $50? No, who spent over 80? Okay.
He's looking for the top shelf shit.
Yeah. You with the whistle pig, you're in.
I'm assuming if you arrive without the whiskey, they just make you do a naked run around the house.
One can only hope.
I mean, that's what I would do.
Y'all out of clothes? Yeah. In Russia, they burn their wishes and drink the ashes. Plenty of cultures write and burn messages.
Dude, that sounds like the most Russian thing in the fucking world.
Right.
But only in Russia do they drink the sooty remnants. In order to really internalize their hopeful wishes for the coming year, Russians scrawl them down, burn the paper, pour the ashes into their champagne, and chug it right at midnight.
And by champagne, you mean vodka, right?
Yeah, they don't have champagne.
They don't have
just
champagne
vodka with
Russia,
CO2 added to it or something.
Yes.
In Spain, they drop gold into their cava. They're Spanish like their local bubbly so much they put a ring in it. Well, at least a coin or anything else gold. The gold symbolizes wealth in the new year, but the magic only works if you drink the whole glass down after a midnight toast and retrieve the object. Just be careful not to swallow it. In Germany, they eat rum-filled donuts. New Year's Eve is all about indulgence to send off the year with a blast. In Germany, they celebrate the over-the-top holiday with Berliner, oh God, you guys, Pfannkuchen, which translates literally to Berlin pancake, but it's actually closer to a donut. Okay,
you're
thank
so
you,
good at reading foreign languages.
I am the best. I should get my wife in here. Like, she actually speaks German and Italian and all these other languages. Filled with jelly or more appealing to New Year's drinkers, rum, icing. And then finally in Japan, they share sake cups with their elders. Sharing is caring, especially if you're sharing your drink and your life force. You can't drink otoso, a spiked sake reserved for New Year's, just like any other rice wine. After steeping herbs and spices in sake overnight and warming the mixture in the morning of New Year's Day, families share 3 special cups, passing sake from youngest to oldest so the elders can absorb vitality from their descendants. Sounds a little creepy.
I'm going to pass on the mulled sake, especially sharing cups with people. But if I would have to do any one of those traditions, I think I'm going to eat the rum-filled donuts in Germany.
Yes.
I think we're all on board with that.
I'm on board with that. I'm first most Swedish, second most German. Ich komme aus Deutschland, baby.
Oh, da.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So
I'm going to eat up the donuts.
Yeah, I'm good with the donuts. I'm also good with Scotland. You guys want to come over and bring some whiskey? I'm whiskey for it.
Well, the only thing I thought with that is by midnight, I'm going to be pretty toasted already.
Yeah.
So if you're bringing whiskey after midnight, it just does not call for good fortune the next morning.
But what's better than an Irish coffee the next morning?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Whiskey and the old coffee there. I love me an Irish coffee.
You're so damn smart, Greg.
Yeah, just the old noodle up here.
There you go, and totally redeem yourself.
That is right. All right, I think that's everything. I hope everyone out there has a very fantastical New Year's. Hope you get real schmammered. Hey, you know what? Drunk dial us while you're getting hammered out there. 805-538 beer.
Please do. Happy New Year's, everybody. Be safe out there.
Yes, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. You can follow Flex at FlexMeABeer, _ in between. Erica at NeckNosh, all one word on the gram, necknosh.com. Go buy yourself some New Year's pretzels over there. Find us, craftbeerrepublic.com and at Craft Beer Republic. And like I said, drunk dial us on New Year's. Just put it under A on your contact. So it's the first person you accidentally call, 805-538-BEER, 2337, and mail at craftbeerrepublic.com. Hope everyone has a phenomenal, that's my word, New Year's Eve and not so bad hangover on New Year's Day.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.